Welcome to Tales from the Crit Season 3, Bigger, Badder, and Stickier. By joining us today, you have been officially upgraded to Crit Cat status. So welcome to the club. Tales from the Crit is an actual play podcast where we focus on smaller story arcs from some of your favorite RPGs, as well as some of the less known or obscure ones. We also play some highly narrative tabletop board games, and also some micro RPGs. All of those feature a revolving cast of players, so you're going to see a lot of variety there. And as always, I am your host and your crit keeper, Riley Groves. We're so glad to have you here with us today. Now let's get into the episode. Content warnings can be found in the description. Welcome back to Tales from the Crit. I am the Crit Keeper, and I have a very special episode today. We all have a very special episode to bring to everybody today. And at the table, I have Rebecca.
Hello.
Smriti.
Hello.
Connor.
Hey, hey.
Tim.
Howdy.
Renee.
Hello.
Derek.
Hello.
Anna.
Hey there.
AK.
What's good?
And Mike.
Hi.
Smriti and AK, welcome to the podcast for the first time. We're so glad to have you guys here.
Thanks for having me, man.
Of course, one of you is probably going to end up being a murderer tonight, and I've got my eye on Smriti.
Thank you for
Yeah.
the trust.
All right. So yeah, we are going to be playing another murder mystery game. Welcome. Nope. This is a live game. Wow. So you're going to get a lot of pauses and weird noises, probably by all of us. We're going to try to keep down the knocks, pings, and clattering, anything like that. And we're going to try to keep that to a minimum. But if that's not your jam, feel free to join a different episode. But if you want to stick in and hear our murder mystery playthrough of the Champagne Murder here on Halloween night, we are happy to have you with us. So we're going to go ahead and get started. This game is, like I said, the Champagne Murder by University Games. Same company, same format as we did last year on the podcast. So before we introduce our characters, we're going to play a little video that comes with it to introduce this mystery.
Yeah, baby! Yeah! This is swinging London! Ooh, groovy. And I'm switched on, so let's swing! Allow myself to introduce myself. I'm Austin McClue, and I'm a secret agent man. Now, I don't like to get heavy, but this is like heavy. Lord Michael Jagger, he was our host this evening, yeah? Well, he's dead. Uh-huh. Just found him upstairs in his bedroom. And he's dead. Definitely dead. It's like death-adelic, baby. Let me tell you everything. He's been dead for like an hour. And he's lying on the floor, right? And he's got all his clothes on. There's a bottle of champagne lying there. Spilled everywhere it is. But it's not the bottles that killed him, because there's a glass on the table that's like bone dry. So what killed him, right? I don't know. It's kind of freaky. Pretty suspicious, don't you think? The windows on both sides of the room are like wide open. But this is the second floor. No one could have got up there. I don't know what's happening, but I think you all ought to stay here while I look into things. Especially you, baby. I'll have to look into you. Yeah, you can help me with my inquiries anytime. Oh, yeah, so anyway, I had a look through Lord Michael's papers, and there's no suicide note. Well, he's not the kind of cat who'd want to kill himself anyway. Oh, I did find a couple of carbon copies of some letters he'd written. I'll leave them with you till when I get back. Missing you already, baby.
All right, well, that was something. Cool. So let's go ahead and start the introductory round. I believe Miss Bucktooth goes first.
Oh my god, this is simply awful. Poor Michael's dead. What will the papers say? They're bound to drag me into it. They always do. I'm Tara Farrah Bucktooth, by the way, but of course you all know that. Everyone knows me. It's the price I pay for living in the public eye. Lord Michael was my friend, you know? My very special friend. We were, well, let's just say we were friends.
Oh, you and your English coyness. We all know, my darling, what you were doing to Lord Michael. And I know better than anyone. He was once my boyfriend, remember? I'm Mary Jane Faithless, a teller of tales, a singer of songs, a chanteuse, if you will. I write the songs that make the whole world cry. And yes, I knew Lord Michael very well, and this is very shocking, but maybe not so surprising. After all, if you play with fire...
Hey, right there, lady. You play with fire, you're gonna get bitten. And maybe he bit off more than he could play with, if you know what I mean. I'm Champagne Charlie Bunsen. I'm what you call an entrepreneur. You can call me Charlie if you like. Just make sure you show some respect. You met the missus? This is Babs.
Bless you, sweetie, but I'm not your missus. Not yet. I'm Babs. Babs Crayfish. People say I'm the life of the party, but that's just because I tell a joke or two. Really? I'm an actress? Well, I'm nearly an actress. I'll be an actress soon. I didn't know Lord Michael Jagged. You know, but I'm sure he was a charming man. He had such exquisite taste, if you see what I mean.
Ha! Taste. Well, I suppose he had money at any rate. Which is the same thing nowadays. I'm Brian Sewer, and I worked for the man. Dreadful little man he was. He owned the Evening Times. I'm the wine critic for the paper. Also, for my sins, I was trying to educate the man. Get him to buy some decent wine for himself, and it was a waste of time. The man could have drowned in a bottle of Malmsey, but they still wanted a drop of the Liebenfraumilch. Well, you can tell his lack of taste from this rubbish we're drinking at the moment.
Don't be so rude, Mr. Sewer. You can't take a man's hospitality and insult him for it. Not when he's dead. Anyway, you owe Lord Michael Jagged everything. He made your career, he did. I know because he made mine as well. You probably read that piece in the Evening Times. Wiggy, the most famous model in the world. That's me, that is. I think it's all very tragic. It's like one of them Greek plays, isn't it? Only not in Greek? Who else hasn't introduced themselves yet? Yeah.
Well, I don't need any introductions. I'm Oliver Steed, actor. I tell you, I'm feeling pretty cut up about all this. He was a diamond. Lord Michael was a prince among mice. Not a lot of people knew him. Not like I knew him. God, I could tell you some stories. I remember one time we were coming out of the Bag o' Nuts with a couple of Russian chicks. Big girls they were, and he said to me, "Oh, hi, baby, how are you?"
I'm Katie Killer, and I'm grateful if you could take your hands off of me. Thank you. Yes, I'm Kitty Killer, and you know, sometimes it seems that I'm the only journalist in the country who didn't work for Lord Michael. But I did know him. In fact, I've been writing a biography of him. Not an authorized biography, you understand. And this weekend was the first time I'd met him. A fascinating man, a man of mystery. I wonder whether the publishers are going to want their advance back?
Oh, baby, yeah. I'll tell you what, if you're going to write about Lord Michael, I've got some smashing photos. I mean, I wouldn't have used them while he was alive. They're a bit candid, you know. But it can't do any harm now, can it? Go on, work with me, baby. I'll do you a good deal on the snaps. I'm Terrence Shrimp, by the way. I'm a photographer. No? I'm not. I'm more than that. I'm an artist. That's what I am. I'm an artist, and the camera is my tool.
And what rough beasts its hour comes at last, slots toward Chelsea to be born. I am Martin X. Ah, I see you know the name, and you know that I speak the truth. This is the moment I have prophesied. The dogs of anarchy have slipped their leashes. Members of the British aristocracy lie fallen in a pool of champagne, and like the Roman, I see the Tiber foaming with the blood of the ruling class. It's time. They are changing. And just to mention, my book, Get Off of My Cloud, is available from all bookstores. Price 12 shillings and 6 pence.
Bars.
All right, that's everybody, right?
That's everybody.
Perfect. All right, from there, we're going to move into the first dialogue, which is the start of round 1. So I believe Charlie is going to be kicking that off for us. It's a live episode, man.
Okay.
Just go ahead and cough.
Let it rip. Let it rip.
Yeah.
One take.
Yeah, it was the McClue geezer saying that one of us killed Lord Michael Jagged.
If I take his insinuation correctly, I think that's precisely what he's suggesting.
Yeah, but he can't do that. I'm a respectable businessman. I am. I'm an upstanding member of society. If he accuses me again, I'll rip his throat out and make him eat it.
How? He won't be able to swallow if he hasn't got a throat.
I don't care. I'm Champagne Charlie, and I'll kill anyone who calls me a killer.
Get a grip
on yourself, darling. Mr. McClue wasn't accusing you, not in particular.
Anyway, there may not be anything to accuse anyone of.
That's true. Lord Michael might have killed himself.
He wouldn't have done that. I knew him better than anyone. He was like a brother to me, like a blood brother. And I'm telling you, he would not have killed himself.
All right, keep your hair on. I was only saying.
Maybe he just had a massive heart attack then. Maybe he strained himself opening this cheap bottle of sparkling wine.
Stop being beastly, all of you. Poor Lord Michael's dead. I don't think I'll ever get over it.
Oh, give it a rest. You're not fooling anyone by pretending to be upset by the death of that appalling little man.
How could you be so mean about Lord Michael in front of me?
I didn't know it was your turn.
Stop it, both of you. If you're stuck here together, we might as well make the best of it. That imbecile McGew gave a letter here, and I want to have a look at it.
Martin?
Sorry. You're wasting your time, you know. We're doomed. Doomed! You should read a book. I can't get no satisfaction. It's all in there. This is the end. My only friend. The end.
All right, I've got a couple clues to pass out here. This is for Kitty Killer
Clues.
and Babs Crayfish.
Secret clues for just used tos.
I've got a letter from Lord Michael Jagged to his solicitor suggesting that Mary Jane Faithless is about to be written out of his will. How much money was he likely to lose as a result? Enough to make it worth killing him before he could change his will?
Okay.
Processing.
Yep. What does your clue say?
This is a letter from Lord Michael to Brian. Damn it, man, you don't say things like that about my wine cellar. Not when I'm paying your wages. I don't want to see you at evening times again. You're fired.
Okay. I suspect married Jane Faithless a lot more than the wine cellar guy.
I don't know, he's pretty snobby.
Sewer has been sacked by Lord Michael Jagged. Why? Jagged wouldn't just fire a journalist for a personal reason, surely.
Lord Michael, he did sack me. I didn't mention it earlier because it's personal, and it's not relevant. The reason given was that I insulted his taste in wine. Actually, there was more to it. But the most harmless explanation is that he didn't have a good taste in wine, and he couldn't take it.
Why didn't you talk about this earlier?
Like I said, it had no bearing on it.
But where were you when he died? It's been over an hour at this point.
Yeah, where were you?
You have an alibi, guy? Come on.
Charlie, do you have an alibi? You weren't here either about an hour ago.
Yes, if Lord Michael died an hour ago, where was Terence Shrimp at the time?
Wiggy, Martin, where were you? Do you have an alibi?
Lord Michael Jagged apparently died about an hour or so ago, and I've spent the last hour and a half in the billiard room watching Oliver Steed and Terence Shrimp playing billiards. Martin was there as well, talking about his books.
Yeah, and I was up in the bedroom with Babs Crayfish, so what?
Oh.
Being the most notorious crime boss of our times, surely you would know something about his death.
What are you talking about, lady? I ain't no crime boss. I'm a businessman.
Likely story.
And how about you, Kitty? Where were you? We were all playing billiards and they were upstairs. Where were you when all this went down?
I was actually drinking champagne in the drawing room with Mary Jane.
I mean, you were writing a biography about Lord Michael, and frankly, he's pretty boring. So maybe you needed something to spice that up.
Kitty Killer is writing a biography on Lord Michael Jagged. It would be typical of modern capitalism if she staged a sensational death to boost the sales.
Well, I know that Brian Sewer left to have a bath about an hour and a half before dinner. Plenty of time, since Michael was only killed an hour or so ago.
If he did die an hour ago or more, where were you at the time? Do you have an alibi?
I was in the drawing room with Mary Jane Faithless and Kitty Killer.
Well, hey, Shrimp, Steed, where were y'all? I introduced you guys to him, and I know you have a shady past. So where was you when this went down?
As we said before, we were playing billiards in the billiard room. Martin and Wiggy were both there. But what is Wiggy's connection to Lord Michael? What are you even doing here?
Lord Michael Jagged has undoubtedly helped me with my career, and his newspapers and magazines have promoted me, and I'm very grateful for his help. That is as much as I want to say about the man.
Is that all there is to your relationship? He's a patron?
That is all that I will say about the man. Anyways, why are you looking at me? Oliver Steed has a very dubious past, and he's been involved in some kind of shady practices. What were they? What were your shady practices before you became an actor, Oliver? And did they involve Lord Michael Jagged?
When I was younger, I worked in some dubious nightclubs as a bouncer, so what? Lord Michael Jagged gave me a break of movies, and he'll always have my debt.
Interesting.
Speaking of why should I be here? What is Martin X doing here? Did he know Lord Michael Jagged, and if so, from where? What's the connection?
I do not know Lord Michael Jagged until I landed in Britain. He invited me to stay here while I was promoting my book, Street Fighting Man.
That's the name of your book, Street Fighting Man?
That is the name of one of my books, is Street Fighting Man. This one is only 15 shillings. Available at all bookstores across London.
What's he do? Just beat up the streets? Makes no sense. Come on. Street fighting, man. Come on, this guy. Get a load of this guy.
It's a book of self-realization of growing up on the streets as a child.
Oh, Lord. What do you know about growing up on the streets, guy? Huh?
Ah, more than you would think.
Oh, interesting.
We've heard a lot out of you, Champagne. I'm curious to know what Babs Crayfish has to say about this. You're involved with one of the most notorious crime bosses of our times.
Hey, I'm a businessman.
I don't know anything about if Charlie had relationship with Lord Michael. I don't pay attention to his business. But I can tell you we were upstairs at the time that we were upstairs in the bedroom when Champagne... Wait a second. Yep, hold on.
So you weren't upstairs.
Yeah, we were upstairs.
We won.
There's nothing illegal about that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it.
And also, if Lord Michael was changing his will, did Miss Bucktooth know that it was going to happen and you were trying to speed up the inheritance?
I'm sure it might look that way, but I had no idea if he changed his will or not.
Speaking of changing his will, where were you when he was killed? Probably killed Mary Jane Faithless. What alibi do you have?
I was drinking champagne in the drawing room with Kitty Killer and Brian Sewer and Tamara Farah Bucktooth. Although Sewer left to take a bath about a half an hour before dinner.
Oh, there was champagne next to the guy.
And Brian still looks pretty dirty.
Yep.
I had a bath. There's nothing wrong with wanting to freshen up before dinner.
Does anybody have anything else to read?
I knew that the change in the will was coming, but I found out a while ago. Why would I have killed him now?
Yeah, I would just say that I had just met him, and as he was not a very interesting guy, he was a mediocre subject. So the sales point, I wouldn't make any more money because the drama is gonna die down soon.
So you had to spice up the drama of your story by killing him? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely no. There was no interest for me there.
Well, I don't know who to suspect. So we'll return to Austin McClue to tell us more about what we should suspect, who we should suspect, more things. Okay, hold on.
Wear headphones.
It just wants to.
Well, hello. Did you miss me, baby? Did you? Did you? Yeah, I bet you did. So what have you found out? Well, you found out where everyone was when Lord Michael died. Terence Shrimp and Oliver Steed were playing billiards, and Martin X and Wiggy confirmed that. Champagne, Charlie Bunsen, and Babs Crayfish were upstairs in bed. And Mary Jane Faithless, Kitty Killer, and Tamara Farah Bucktooth were in the drawing room. Drawing, presumably. And Brian Sewer went upstairs for a bath, but that was later. He was in the drawing room with the others when Lord Michael was killed. Oh, yeah. He was killed. We're definitely talking murder, baby. Lord Michael was poisoned, and there's traces of the poison on the champagne cork. So, who'd want to kill someone in a house like this? Oh, Champagne Charlie, you're a naughty boy, aren't you? And Lord Michael was right behind you when you were being naughty, putting his money where your mouth was. Yeah. And Terence Shrimp and Oliver Steed, you used to work for the two of them, so I guess that's why Lord Michael helped your careers along. But why was he helping you, Wiggy baby? Why? Why, baby? And you two, Mary Jane Faithless and Tamara Farah Bucktooth, you're just shameless. You're shameless. You just wanted to get your hands on his boodle, his spondulex, his lolly. That's not swing, baby. What about you, Brian Sewer? Turns out that Lord Michael didn't want you on his newspaper. Gave you the old Chelsea boot, didn't he? Maybe you wanted to kill him before anyone found out. Or maybe Kitty Killer here wanted to kill him for boosting the sales of her book. Hey, Kitty. Crazy name, baby. I'll never forget it, Kitty. You could sink your claws in me sometime, yes. Oh, look, I've got a split, baby. Oh, but before I go, I've got something I really want to show you. Oh, yeah. We've been investigating a guy called Doctor. You heard of him? Yeah, I bet some of you have. Anyway, he's not the murderer, because he was in our custody at the time. But I think he might be interested in hearing what he told us when we were interrogating the cat. Be seeing you.
Is he a cop?
A secret agent?
Yeah, I think he's the agent.
Tell me all about yourself.
Yeah, sorry, it goes on. It's another minute and 40 seconds long.
It's cool. I thought he was a radio DJ. Forgot he was a cop.
No,
Gotcha.
he is the very disgusting inspector, apparently.
Austin
so.
Hours.
I thought he was the
Yeah.
secret agent.
He is. He is.
He's just making everyone uncomfortable. This is
As a woman, I'm very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interrogating the cat. Be seeing you. So, Doctor, tell me all about yourself.
Sure, my name is Doctor. I'm therapist. You know what this is? I heal the mind. I have many patients. Famous people. Powerful people.
People like Lord Michael Jagged. Isn't he a patient of yours?
This is confidential. I do not have to answer this.
If it's sure you can, baby. I'm interrogating you. And what about this letter you wrote to him?
What letter?
The letter you wrote last week about Babs Crayfish. Isn't she a patient of yours, baby?
Sure, Miss Crayfish is a patient of mine. She consults me.
So why were you writing to Jagged about her? You said, leave her alone. Why'd you do that? That's not crooked.
Shush, Lord Michael, he is what you English call old gold. No? No, he cannot keep hands to himself.
Okay, yeah, now I know. Yeah, you wanted her to yourself, you old fox. Yeah.
Nein, this is incorrect. I'm therapist, not boyfriend. Boyfriend is Charlie Bunsen. You know Bunsen? He's not man to be on the wrong side of.
Now you're talking. So you wrote to Jagged to warn him about Bunsen. You two chaps go back a long way, don't you?
Yeah, Lord Michael is old friend. Many years I have known him. You take care with me, you hear? He is powerful person. He will not like it when you hurt me.
Hurt you? You got me all wrong. I'm not going to hurt you. I couldn't even hurt a fly.
All right, so that was largely unhelpful, I feel like. All right, and we're going to jump into the beginning of round 2. So let's start out with the second dialogue.
So, Lord Michael was murdered after all.
Yeah, now that's the fat really in the frying pan. Now the chickens are going to come home to roast. You mark my words. Someone's gonna pay for this.
Someone like you, perhaps. Sounds like Doctor doesn't trust you for a start, and you've never been afraid to bend the law a bit when it helped your interests.
Well, that's just a pot calling a kettle. You've given a few people a slap before now.
Not my style, sweetheart. Poisoning's for pussies. Real men don't do poison.
What are you saying? That it was Terence Shrimp?
Oh, get her! You're no better than you ought to be, dearie. You've spent the last 6 months with your nose in the gutter, trying to sniff out some dirt.
Are you referring to the research I've been conducting for my biography of Lord Michael?
You call it what you like, dear. I call it snooping. You've even been paid for a private detective, didn't you? What did he find out?
I'm not at a liberty to reveal the results of my research, but I'll tell you this. I know all about what you've done, and it's not very pretty, but it's Miss Faithless who intrigues me.
Really? You almost interest me.
Yes, you and Lord Michael splitting up must have been very traumatic. It was him who left you, wasn't it?
Was it? Tell me more.
Did you put up a fight?
It's none of your business, and it's got nothing to do with Lord Michael being murdered. It's all ancient history.
Well, I don't know much about history, but I do know about geography, and I think it's very suspicious that Brian left us in that drawing room, and no one can prove where he was before dinner.
Lord Michael was already dead by then, you bimbo. Why don't you pay attention?
Can we just get on with it? The sooner I can get out of here, the better.
Yeah, let's move it on up and take it out to the bridge. See if we can work it out before it's too late. And now I have clues for Oliver, Steed, Mary Jane, and Terrence Schramp.
Secret clues.
The following is a rereading of the conversation we all just heard. Austin McClue. So, doctor, tell me all about yourself. Doctor. Yeah, my name is Doctor. I am therapist. You know what this is. I heal the minds. I have many patients. Famous people. Powerful people. Austin McClue. Like Lord Michael Jagged. He's one of your patients. Yeah. Doctor. This is confidential. I cannot speak of this. Austin McClue. Oh, but, baby, you gotta answer my questions. I'm like interrogating you. Tell me about this letter you wrote to Jagged. Doctor. What letter? Austin McClue. The letter you wrote to him last week. The one about Babs Crayfish. She's one of your patients, isn't she? Doctor. Yeah, Miss Crayfish. She consults me. Austin McClue. So why are you writing to Jagged about her? You said, I'm warning you, leave her alone. What's that all about? Doctor. Lord Michael, he was what you English call old goat. He cannot keep hands to himself. Austin McClue. I know what you mean, baby. I bet you wanted her for yourself. You fox, you. Doctor. 9. That is incorrect. I am therapist, not boyfriend. Boyfriend is Charlie Bunsen. You know Bunsen. He is not man to be on wrong side of. Austin McClue. Okay, now you're talking. So you were warning Jagged about Bunsen. You've known him like forever, huh? Doctor. Yeah. Lord Michael is an old friend of mine. Many years I know him. He is powerful man. You take care with me, you hear? He will be not happy that you hurt me. Austin McClue, hurt you. Oh, baby, you've got me all wrong. I wouldn't hurt a fly.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Well, that was a huge breach in the confidentiality of my therapist, Doctor. I think he might be doing more than just therapy. If you know what I'm saying, I think he's involved in some criminal activities.
Babs, you wanted to be an actress, and Lord Michael Jagged owned the film company. How far would you go in pursuit of that ambition? How far did you go?
I'm with Charlie, and yes, I wanted to be an actress. I still do want to be an actress, but not by the likes of Lord Michael. He was handsy. He had some expectations.
Well, we know that Lord Michael has been a patron to several of us here, and Doctor seemed to allude to his handiness. Are you sure that it was something that bothered you? Did something really happen between you two? Lord Michael and you? Or Doctor, either one.
He tried to seduce me, that's all.
Which one?
Oh.
Lord Michael Jagged, I knew he tried to seduce her too. I was gonna talk to him about it tonight. Maybe even give him a slap. I never got the chance, you know.
So you knew this was going on?
Yeah, I knew. I was gonna talk to him tonight. That's why I'm here.
That's all you wanted to do?
Yeah, just give him a little slap, give him a little scare.
Murder is quite scary.
The soup thickens.
I've got a cough, sorry. Oh.
No worries. If people are still here, then they're here for the coughs.
And that was
Clue 3.
clue number 3.
I just know that when Mary Jane Faithless was Lord Michael's girlfriend, Dr. Doctor was a regular visitor to the house. Dr. Doctor is reputed to be some kind of evil mastermind. What does Mary Jane Faithless know about Dr. Doctor? Was she in therapy with him?
Certainly not.
What was your connection then with Lord Michael?
When I was going out with Lord Michael Jagged, I saw Dr. Doctor around the house often. I don't really know what their business was together, because it's none of my business. But, to be honest, I don't think he was consulting him as a therapist. And I certainly wasn't.
Interesting.
What nobody saw is in the video, Dr. Doctor is stroking a brain that he's holding in his hands. It was very weird.
I wish you hadn't shared that.
I felt like I needed to give everybody the clues.
So Dr. Doctor did it, is what
Yeah, I
we're
mean,
just gonna go with.
Good chance.
So Dr. Doctor liked brain.
And brain is Brian's nickname when it's spelled wrong.
Oh, it was you he was rubbing.
Who can say?
Do we have anything else to say about clue number 3?
Mm-mm.
All right. Who's got clue number 4?
I do. I have, from the British Intelligence Forces for Freedom Organization, a report on Lord Michael Jagged from Agent Kitty Killer. Dated March 12th, 1967. Summary. Some criminal connections have been cut, but he's still dangerous. Maintain monitoring. See details in file. What is this?
You're an agent for Biffo?
What have you discovered?
You know, I was working on the biography. I was watching him before because he was mixed up in London criminal underworld. He was bankrolling Champagne Charlie Bunsen. Recently, he was moving away from these gangsters, but only because he was getting involved in bigger schemes. It was my duty to keep an eye on him. If necessary, I would have done what needed to be done, reporting, but I didn't.
So listen here, guys. I got a little insight for you. So I got some contacts in the U.S. criminal underground, right? And as I understands it, Martin X here is part of that scene. All this stuff about being a political philosopher is just to cover for his criminal activities, isn't it? Isn't he some kind of gangster? You some kind of gangster, Martin?
It is true that I once fell to the depravities of the criminal underworld and that I was locked up for a time for it. But I rose above that as best I could, and I do have some mixings in the criminal underworld. But as the world is coming to an end, the past really doesn't matter, which you can read in my book, The 19th Nervous Breakdown.
So you like Tupac, little poet gangster?
Well, yes, in a way. Which you can read in my other books. Available all across the United Kingdom. But if Lord Michael Jagged was involved in criminal activities, what is his relationship with the crime boss, Champagne Charlie Bunsen?
Who?
You.
And who?
And Lord Michael.
Lord Michael.
Oh, Lord Michael, that guy.
Yeah, the one I told you about.
He pulled his support for you and try to cheat or try to take your woman? That had to make you mad.
Yeah, we had some slightly dodgy business deals. For a while there, we worked together, but he invested some money in some speculative ventures, but not recently.
Mr. Shrimp, I feel like you have no room to talk because I can't imagine Dr. Doctor is just a therapist, as it's been suggested. I overheard you guys talking with Dr. Michael. Or I'm sorry, overheard Dr. Doctor and Mr. Lord Michael talking, and they mentioned your name, Mr. Shrimp, and Mr. Steed. What have you got to do with Mr. Dr. Doctor?
I don't know much about Dr. Doctor, to be honest. I've heard whispers about him being some kind of criminal, though, but that's nothing to do with me.
You know, Tamara, Oliver Steed tried to make it in Hollywood, but got scared off by U.S. gangsters because of his associations with the British criminal underworld. What is his connection to Lord Michael Jagged or Champagne?
I am a serious actor now. It's a shame that things didn't work out in Hollywood, but it's a bit of a closed shop over there, and it's very difficult for a British actor such as myself to break into it. And actually, I got chased out. But
so
it's okay, Oliver. You don't have to tell them that.
The way that Lord Michael was, he wasn't just handsy with me, he had several girlfriends. That could have been related to in relationships with both Steed and Shrimp.
Well, Tamara, you've been living with you've been living with Lord Michael Jagged, but you used to date Oliver Steed. Do you think there may have been some sort of rivalry between the two men?
I don't think Steed has that much jealousy in him. Sure, he was violent and possessive, but I'm sure he wouldn't have killed Lord Michael in a fit of jealousy.
And Tamara, last night as I was going to the bathroom, I overheard you guys having a blazing argument. Was this always like this? Did you possibly kill him as a crime of passion?
Lord Michael is a hard man to deal with sometimes. I think that's true in most of his relationships. Sure, it got a little stormy, but we really loved each other. We always made up after a fight.
I'm also concerned about the new secret agent in our midst. Kitty Killer, how committed are you to Biffo? Would you execute Lord Michael?
No, I'm not. I'm an average agent. Like, I wouldn't execute him. I'm a reputed journalist. I'm only a concerned citizen.
All this relationship and spy intrigue is interesting, but Brian Sewer is a wine critic and an expert on all aspects of wine. Lord Michael was apparently killed by a poisoned champagne. Sounds like the kind of killing that Sewer might have been involved in.
Speaking of poisoned champagne, Charlie, isn't Champagne your nickname? Where did that come from? I heard rumor that it's because you used poisoned champagne to kill a rival mob boss.
Hey, I just like champagne. I'm a high-class guy. And you know, about that nickname, nothing was ever proven in court, so...
So then it's just a coincidence that Champagne Charlie is here and Lord Michael Jagged has been killed by a poisoned champagne?
I'm the man. People try to take me down. What can I say?
So you claim someone's trying to frame you?
Yeah, perhaps.
MO. Okay.
Now I know poison to be a woman's choice. Mary Faithless. How bitter was your split with Lord Michael Jagged?
That's such old news already. I'm already in a relationship, which isn't exactly a secret, but we're both famous, so we try to keep it quiet. But Jagged was jealous and possessive of ex-girlfriends. So...
Who's this stud?
If you must know, Terence Shrimp.
Again, it's not something we like to talk about. We try to have a private life. I'm sure Lord Michael knew, but sure that hasn't got anything to do with his murder.
I didn't feel it was worth telling him.
Something smells real shrimpy in here.
So, Mary Jane Faithless, what do you know about Dr. Doctor that we don't know yet in this conversation? Were you perhaps in therapy with him as well?
I was
What
definitely...
was your connection? What was his connection with Lord Michael?
Well, he was around the house a lot. I don't know what their business was specifically, although I don't think it was strictly legal.
Well, I got a little juice on Dr. Doctor here. You know, I know he's not just an analyst. His name, in fact, is feared throughout the criminal world as an evil mastermind. I don't know what Brain Sewer here is up to, but I've heard he's in some kind of mix-up with him. What's the connection there, Brain?
I've been working on him with buying a vineyard. I'm more than comfortable working with people less savory for their money, as with the case of Lord Michael.
I think y'all are trying to frame me.
And going back to what Martinek said, I am a wine expert. And for that very reason, I would never tamper with a bottle of champagne. That's almost a sacrilege.
Someone we haven't heard from, Miss Wiggy. Now, I don't believe this mysterious analyst person, Dr. Doctor, was it? Wasn't just seeing Babs. You were seeing him as well, weren't you, Wiggy?
Well, yes, I was a patient of Dr. Doctor's. But that's as far as our relationship went. I thought he was an excellent therapist. That is all I know about the man.
Did he give you the news?
Was he also an analyst?
He was in the first therapist analysis.
Cutting edge. Well, a lot has happened tonight. It seems like, from what I've gathered, around 5, Lord Michael went to his room. And then for the next hour, Mary Jane Faithless, Kitty Killer, Brian Sewer, and Tamara Farabucktooth were all in the drawing room with cocktails. Well, me and Oliver Steed were playing billiards with Wiggy and Martin X, having a drink in the room with us down there. And then, round 6, Lord Michael was killed. Around the time that Charlie and Babs were upstairs in one of the guest rooms, allegedly. And shortly after that, Brian Sewer went upstairs because he needed a bath. And after that is when we found the body of Lord Michael, around 7 p.m. That was clue 5.
Good recap.
Does anybody have anything to read after clue number 5? No? Okay.
It's just Connor's little soliloquy.
Just a little wrap up. Very
Everybody
good.
stand back, I'm about to Cumberbatch.
You're gonna do what?
Benedict
Come on.
Cumberbatch in Sherlock, where he rattles all the clues off really fast.
AK's never seen that movie.
It's like, whose batch are you trying to come
Who the hell's Cabbage Patch?
All right. Now we're going to get into round 3. So we'll return to listening to Austin McClue here. And I think he's just going to summarize what we already know. But who knows what's going to come out of his mouth.
I didn't realize I had to say pussies. That was weird.
Hey, kitty, what have you been doing? They're just not groovy, baby. Well, they're not like totally evil, but they're crypto evil. They're quasi evil. Look, you gotta learn to play by the rules, baby. You've been a very naughty girl. Behave. So anyway, the way I see it, Lord Michael offered Babs Crayfish a career in the movies in return for, well, certain favors. Well, that wasn't her bag, so it just didn't happen. Maybe she got mad, and then she got even. Or maybe Champagne Charlie helped her out. And what about all these guys Lord Michael helped? Brian Sewer, Wiggy, Terence Shrimp, Oliver Steed. What favours did they do for Lord Michael? What was their bag? Hey, What about that Dr. Doctor? Crazy name. Crazy guy. I thought he was just a shrink, man, but now it turns out he's an evil mastermind. So was Lord Michael his evil henchman? And who else was in part of this plan? I mean, Wiggy was his patient, and so was Babs Crayfish, so maybe Champagne Charlie Bunsen was on his side as well. And how far was Brian Sewer getting involved? He's definitely up to something. And Tamara Farah Bucktooth must have known something about Lord Michael's nefarious practices. Seems like there's half of London's criminal underworld here. And if that's not enough, we've also got an authentic American gangster as well, with Martin X. Okay, so this is what happened. The bottle of champagne that Lord Michael opened was fitted with a little device that I like to call a widget. And this widget released a cloud of poison gas that killed him. And the only person clever enough and evil enough to have invented this widget is Dr. Doctor. Look, I've got to go. Oh, but I found another clue. Lord Michael used the dictaphone to make memos, and I retrieved a couple of messages from him yesterday. Check them out, baby, and I'll see you soonest.
A memo to myself. I must have a word with Terence Shrimp tomorrow when he arrives, before dinner. I think he needs reminding how much he owes me. If it wasn't for me, he'd still be selling photos in plain brown wrappers in Soho. How dare he refuse me such a simple little request? Toe rag.
Was that you?
Toe rag.
Terrence Shrimp.
Your toe rag.
Toe rag Terrence.
Toe rag Terrence. All right, now we'll move into the third dialogue. Babs, I believe you're going to kick it off.
I don't understand all this evil mastermind business. I thought Dr. Doctor was a psychiatrist.
So you're pretending that you didn't know, even though your boyfriend, Champagne Charlie, knew all about it? You did, didn't you, Charlie?
Hey, nothing to do with me. He was out of my league, one of them evil mastermind types. I'm more of your hands-on sort of businessman. Can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs, as they say.
Oh, right. You know more than you're saying, and so do you, Miss Tamara Farah Bucktooth.
Me? What's that got to do with me?
Everyone knows you were nearly bankrupt. You were after his money. You want money.
Yeah, money.
That's what you want.
But don't forget, money can't buy you love.
Why is everyone always picking on me? If I wanted his money, I would have waited until he changed his will, wouldn't I? Anyway, you heard Austin McClue. Lord Michael was killed by a widget that only Dr. Doctor could have made. And what do I know about Dr. Doctor?
We don't know yet, but we will. We will. What about you, Sewer?
Well, I knew Dr. Doctor, if that's what you're asking. I really think you should be looking at the criminals we have in our midst. I mean, you've got Champagne Charlie here.
Hey, I've never heard of this widget,
And then there's his mole.
Hey, I ain't no mole.
Between them, they could write the ultimate book on crime. The ultimate book on crime, they could call it. Published by Books on Crime, Inc. and available through Books on Crime Book Club.
No. This is all wrong. I'll swear before any witness.
What the fuck happened to your accent?
I don't know. I lost it. Hey, this is all wrong. I swear before any witness you like that this ain't my killing. Can I get a witness?
I'll be your witness, sweetie. I know it wasn't you.
Atta girl.
Ha! Well, I don't trust you, but we got to get on. We haven't much time left.
That is the first sensible thing any of you have said all evening, because you're running out of time. As it says in my book, you're running out of time, my baby. The last grains of sand are slipping through the hourglass. The end is nigh.
All right, I've got the last set of clues here. For Brian Sewer, I've got clue number 6. Tamara Farah Bucktooth, clue number 7. And Champagne Charlie Bunsen with clue number 8.
Champers.
From the dictaphone of Lord Michael Jagged, July 14th, 1967. Memo to myself. Have a word with Terence Shrimp tomorrow when he arrives before dinner. I think I need to remind him how much he owes me. If it wasn't for me, he'd still be selling photos in plain brown wrappers in Soho. How dare he refuse me such a simple little request? Toe rag.
Lord Michael Jagged was clearly blackmailing Terence Shrimp. What kind of hold did he have on Shrimp? What is Shrimp's past? And would he kill to get rid of a blackmailer?
Mary Jane, did you know this was happening? Would you protect him if you did?
I wouldn't kill Lord Michael Jagged, but he did try to blackmail me, and I heard that him and Dr. Doctor had been involved in some plan involving poisonous gas.
Lord Michael Jagged and Dr. Doctor were working on a poison gas which they were going to threaten to release on the London Underground unless the government paid them a ransom. Lord Michael then broke off his connections with Dr. Doctor and needed some new accomplices. He tried to blackmail me by revealing my criminal past, but I refused to get involved. None of this looks good, but at least you're not implicated, which would be me. In my person, I'm not implicated. But and that's why I'm coming clean.
Really, Mr. Oliver Steed, because I have here another dictation from Lord Michael Jagged. Memo to self. Have a word with Oliver Steed tomorrow when he arrives. Remind him of how much he owes me. I remember when he was one of Charlie Bunson's heavies, beating people up for a living. He'd never have made it without me. He can't refuse me on this one.
When Lord Michael Jagged and Dr. Doctor stopped working together, Dr. Doctor came to see me to see if I wanted to transfer my allegiance to him, but I turned him down.
From my undercover work with Bivo, my understanding also is that Lord Michael Jagged and Dr. Doctor were collaborating on a project to extort money from the government to threaten releasing of a poison gas to the London Underground. Then they split up, and both of them have been pursuing their own evil schemes ever since. The question in my mind is, which of Lord Michael's associates defected to Dr. Doctor's camp? In particular, where do the following stand? Champagne Charlie Bunsen, Mary Jane Faithless, Brian Sewer, and Oliver Steed. And are they on Lord Michael's side or Dr. Doctor's side?
You are clearly convinced that Lord Michael Jagged was a very dangerous man. But I know that your organization, Biffo, has taken the law into its own hands before, and who's to say that you didn't kill Lord Michael, believing it to be some kind of execution? Have you ever done anything illegal in the name of Biffo?
It's true that I've been connections with organized crime in both Britain and the US, but I have to. It's part of my job to monitor what's going on in the criminal underworld. And you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs, as you say. And sometimes the ends have to justify the means.
Speaking of violent men, Oliver Steed, you have a very violent past. How far would you go to stop a blackmailer?
This is a great question.
Speaking of how far people are willing to go, from what I've heard, the police are starting to close in on Champagne Charlie Bunsen and his gang, possibly after a tip-off from Lord Michael Jagged himself. How far would Babs Crayfish go to protect her man?
I don't know anything about his empire. I try to stay out of his business. We were together so we can corroborate each other's alibi.
But it seems you two were the only ones that could corroborate each other's alibis, as you two were the only ones there.
Shouldn't that be good enough for anybody? That's my girl. If we want to go up in the bedroom, we go up in the bedroom. We're going to tell you every time we go to the bedroom, no.
Well, you should, because I'm a pervert.
But I do know, in fact, that Mr. Shrimp over here used to work for me in the East End, so he ain't all that innocent. So what favor was Lord Michael Jagged asking you to do? Must have been something pretty serious if he had dared to refuse such a powerful man. I know he could punish people who cross him, and I know you knew that too.
It's true. I did know this, and it is true. Lord Michael did introduce me to you, which has brought me to my place as such a high society photographer, which is why I would never turn my back on Lord Michael when he came telling me of his plans that went south with Dr. Doctor. He did eventually convince me through blackmail to, help him out and come to his side of the plot. But what about Brian Seward? You're getting awfully close with Dr. Doctor, and Lord Michael had canned you, so your source of income was drying up. Doesn't that give you some motive to want to halt Lord Michael from enforcing that action?
I was thinking about getting out of the wine criticism game altogether. I was using Dr. Doctor to help me afford a vineyard of my own, to make my own wine.
And what was it that you were doing with Dr. Doctor to make that money to afford to make your own wine?
He would have been a partner.
Now, Shrimp, what's up with your buddy Steed over here? I know you guys are the best of the best buddies, and you do everything together. You telling me you guys, I know you wouldn't mind seeing Mr. Jagged dead, and so you tell me you guys didn't do that together as well?
I mean, you know me, Charlie. We work together. That's how I know about your champagne nickname. And yes, me and Oliver are good friends, but we would never hurt Lord Michael. Like I said, he is part of the reason I have attained such a high place in society.
It seems everyone was seeing Dr. Doctor for one thing or another. Wiggy, why were you seeing Dr. Doctor?
Because I needed therapy.
Clearly.
I just needed some help, that's all.
She's barely got anything left. I believe that Dr. Doctor has completely controlled her mind. Maybe he hypnotized her to get rid of Lord Michael Jagged for him.
I think he just doesn't want to share with everyone that she's not so sure who is her father, but does have a suspicion that Lord Michael is her father.
That is true, although I have no proof that he is my father. I have very strong suspicions. And, quite frankly, it's been a sore subject, so I was going to therapy for it. To try to get over that.
Well, rumor has it that Dr. Doctor has developed a form of mind control, and he can make people do whatever he wants. Babs Crayfish spent a lot of time in therapy with him. What if he'd hypnotized her to kill his great rival, Lord Michael? Would she even know?
And apparently Lord Michael ended his criminal association with Dr. Doctor around the same time Tamara Farah Bucktooth became Lord Michael's girlfriend. Are these two events connected? Could Tamara Farah Bucktooth be a spy sent by Dr. Doctor just to infiltrate Lord Michael's organization?
My match with Lord Michael was simply a matter of the heart. Has nothing to do with criminal activities. Dr. Doctor's or his.
Hey, so I got a map here. We can kind of picture where everybody was when the murder happened. I'll let y'all take a look.
He was found in his room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is that clue number 8?
Yeah.
Did I miss clue number 7?
That was clue 7. I still have more to read, too.
Oh.
I
So-
challenged you with 7.
Before Charlie passes around his map, if there's more to discuss, we should do so now.
Well, I want to know what exactly Martin X is doing in this country. We know he's involved in some shady activities, and I once heard Lord Michael mention him in connection with Dr. Doctor. What is your association with the Doctor?
I came to Britain as a request of Dr. Doctor. I understand he had some plans to extend his empire, his operations into America. He was planning to dump Lord Michael Jagged and wanted a new associate to help broaden his empire. I was here to help negotiate that alliance.
Are you sure that you're not here? Wow, JFK just kind of popped out there for a second.
Right out the back.
Are you sure that you are not here trying to speed up the process, entering society in some sort of state of anarchy?
No.
You, Martin X.
I was not. I was only here to negotiate between him and an unknown partner and to promote my books, which you can get all across the United Kingdom and Europe.
Yes, 15 shillings.
It's awfully suspicious, all these books you write. I'm sure you have one called How to Poison Your Lord Patron Michael Jagged. Is that one also only 15 shillings?
35.
I'm still suspicious of Sewer. Everyone knows the power that Lord Michael holds in the publishing industry. If he got sacked from Lord Michael's paper, no one would ever dare hire him. Be blacklisted. Unable to make any money. Lose his entire way of life. Be unemployable.
Well, as I said before, I was going to start my own vineyard someday. Why not today?
Like I said, my eyes are on Sewer, Steed, Faithless, and Bunsen. Who out of them defected to Doctor's camp? Because my investigation was more and more focusing in on Doctor, as he seemed much more of a sinister figure than Michael Jagged.
Nobody else has anything else to read?
Just a floor plan.
Just a floor plan. Yeah. Clue number 8, which is the last clue, is a map.
Can we pass that around?
Yeah.
The middle of the table is not good enough?
In the very middle of the room.
I'm just gonna give it over here first, because I don't want to hold on to it. Let me just hold it way out here where no...
Back to the middle.
Okay, so he was killed in the bedroom? Is that right?
Yeah, his own bedroom. But who was up in the bedrooms?
Guest bedroom. Lord Bacon.
Banging on the bathroom floor.
So we were over here.
Mr. Lova.
There's the drawing room.
There are a lot of bedrooms.
Oh, this is the upstairs.
It is a mansion.
Makes sense.
It's only a 2-floor mansion.
Seems like a very
very
wow.
I had a lot of money to live in like
Split level? It's not
just a
that.
Where was he
regular
found dead?
split level ranch.
In his
In his room?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Should we write down where
Okay,
everybody was
so-
on the map?
Here's the bathroom.
We can.
Mr. Bathtub.
Mr. Bathtub.
Who's that?
Mr. Brain
I wonder if he was
Bathtub.
in this bed.
Mr. Brain
yes.
Bathtub Sewer Pants.
Aha! He came through the sewer.
I thought he had a bathroom.
He left the door open. He was just crying, staring over at the body. I have to wash this off.
Feel dirty.
If I scrub deep enough, I'll clean away the memories.
Forever unclean.
He's just got poison on his hands. He's gotta wash up.
Having a bath. I'm a wine snob. I take baths.
Listen to me and Babs go at it.
Sit in there, bubble bath,
Taking
bottle of
a
wine
bath.
just pounding away.
Maybe I missed
With a dead guy in the corner.
after being fired.
What a party, guys.
What?
What's that?
I said, why were you there if you were fired already?
To kill Jagged.
Duh.
To take a
Already
bath.
from the paper.
Get one last crack at that bathtub.
Hey, we're all
seen that
in this
bathtub?
together, and we love to take a bath.
This is a 10-person bath we're taking.
You find the only couple bottles of nice wine and then make yourself a bath with it.
Bathing in wine.
Dionysus over there.
I'm Bacchus, god of wine.
All right. Everybody get a chance to look at the map?
Yeah.
It's not super insightful.
Nope.
All right. Gonna move into the 4th video here. And then we'll move on to final statements.
baby, oh, baby, I don't believe you. What a mess you've all made of yourselves. Look, this is the way I see it. Lord Michael was part of an evil team of masterminds with Dr. Doctor. They were going to release poison gas on the underground unless the government paid them a hefty ransom. But anyway, they fell out with each other and became evil masterminds in their own right. Lord Michael blackmailed Terence Shrimp and Oliver Steed to get them to work on his evil plans with his gas. So one of them might have wanted to kill him. Meanwhile, Dr. Doctor was building up a new set of collaborators. Martin X, he was involved, and so was Champagne Charlie Bunsen. They're both gangsters. Now maybe they had to prove themselves by killing Lord Michael. A kind of virility test, you know. I don't need that kind of thing, baby. I'm virile enough. Anyway, then there were Dr. Doctor's patients, Babs Crayfish and Wiggy. Now, he might have hypnotised either of them to kill Lord Michael, because Wiggy hated her father, and Babs would have wanted to protect Champagne Charlie. Mary Jane Faithless and Tamara Farah Bucktooth, well, they were just money hungry, baby. I'd reckon they'd do anything, those two. Anything you wanted. Then you got Brian Sewer, and he's just nasty. Lord Michael sacked him, so he might have wanted his revenge. And he was working with Dr. Doctor as well. Then finally you've got Kitty Killer. I don't know quite what to make of her. What do you want me to make of you, baby? She seems to know more about what's going on than even I do. So, it's over to you. What do you think happened here tonight?
Okay, after learning it's a video, what does that guy look like? I have to know.
Yeah, so like, you know how Austin Powers is not portrayed as like super great looking in the movies. This looks like a knockoff version of that, so just worse.
Like a Spirit Halloween Austin Powers.
Yeah, almost. Except for this might be what that guy actually looks like,
Great
which is
value.
unfortunate. Yeah, great value.
Great
It's a
value.
wish Austin Powers. Also, the video's dubbed for whatever reason, so he moves his mouth and different words come out.
Oh,
On the I don't know why.
It was originally recorded in Spanish.
All right, from here, we're going to move on to the final statements. That should be in the last page of your book. I'm sure it says somebody should go first. All right, it looks like it's Oliver Steed. And then it'll tell everybody who to talk about after, or who to talk after another person. So we'll just go in the right order, I guess. Is the right thing to do.
Yes.
Yeah. Hell
That's the way
yeah.
we do things.
Live episodes. Cool. All right. Go ahead, Mr. Steed.
He was a lovely man, Lord Michael. I loved him. He was my best friend. Sorry. Did I ever tell you that story about the time he sold me the...
He sold you?
The strange camels? No. Well, remind me to tell you sometime. I can't now. I'm so choked up. I can't believe this has happened. If I get my hands on whoever did it.
Oh, don't be so rough, Oliver. You're an actor, not a fighter. I think we should just leave that nice Mr. McClue to sort it out for us. He'll know what to do. Anyway, at least no one can suspect you of doing it. I was with you all afternoon, so we're in the clear.
Well, look, you know me. I'm a happy-go-lucky kind of guy. Show me glass is nearly empty, and I'll show you a glass has got a bit in it. I'm not going to pretend I haven't got a few skeletons in my closet. That train's already sailed. But straight up, I didn't do this one. I'm not particularly sorry that Lord Michael's dead, but it ain't down to me.
Nor me neither. I never touched him. I'd swear it on my mother's grave, except she's not dead yet. Anyway, I was with Charlie all the time. So he definitely didn't do it. We're both as pure as the driven slush.
Precisely. I don't have much to add except that I don't trust any of you. Lord Michael employed me, and frankly, he was a terrible employer. You saw how he fired me because I told him the truth. And that's no reason for me to have killed him. To be honest, it could have been any of you. It was probably all of you.
You know, I think I loved him. Sorry, Terence, but I really think I did. He hurt me, of course, when he broke off our relationship. If it had been up to me, I would have still been living here. I was hurt, and I guess I was angry with him, but now I'm just sad. Sad that his life ended like this, and sad that we've washed out all this dirty laundry in public. His and ours.
What a lot of sanctimonious claptrap. You've never loved Lord Michael. You were just lucky that he noticed you at all. You wouldn't have had a career at all if it wasn't for him helping you. I'm the only one of you that's genuinely upset by his death. I didn't want anything from him except love.
And of course, his money. Come on, let's be honest. No one here can claim to be cleaner than clean. We've all got motives for killing Lord Michael. We've all got our reasons for wanting him dead. I just want to take this opportunity to point out that I'm on the side of good in all of this. I've dedicated my life to the fight for decency and truth. Lord Michael was on the other side of that fight, but I would never stoop to using his tactics. The ends, however desirable, do not justify the means.
You talk about the means and the ends. I tell you, the end will be the end, by any means necessary. You're all looking at this murder as if it's an isolated incident. It's not. It's part of a generalized deconstruction of society that in and of itself heralds the end of days. Making no mistake, we are entering the final phase of human existence, right here, right now. And no amount of agony over the death of a single aristocrat will make any difference to that. And nor will any number of accusations about the alleged criminal past of me as the prophet of the last days. Incidentally, I hope you will all buy a copy of my book. This could be the last time. Available everywhere.
So, I get to speak last. Maybe that's right. After all, Lord Michael was my father, and he was closer to me than he was to any of you, even if I didn't know him properly. But I would have come to know him, and maybe even to love him, if one of you hadn't have killed him. Now we speculate wildly, and everybody accuse everybody.
Cool.
Should we go around the table? Starting with Brain Sewer? Mr. Sewer, who doth you accuse?
My accusations point from the evidence that that we have all been part of. I would like to say it would be Champagne Charlie, just because that's the obvious choice. But part of me wants to say that it is Kitty, because I feel like she would do anything for the greater good, even if that means murder.
I would never stoop to that level. Murderer, I'm not.
That is my insinuation.
One vote for Kitty.
Kitty.
Okay. Champagne, who do you accuse?
So, when we were giving our final statements here, everyone said they didn't do it except for one guy. He was too choked up to say he didn't do it. 'Cause he didn't want to lie about it, Mr. Oliver Steed. I believe indeed that you killed Mr. Michael.
Nay! That's my first horse joke.
All right. Famara Bucktooth, or whatever.
I think it's obvious who did it. I think Martin X worked on behalf of Dr. Doctor to kill the evil mastermind rival.
Okay. Martin, who had the longest soliloquy at the end, just rambling about nonsense.
I believe that it was Babs.
Okay. Babs.
We are all over the place. How about it?
I believe it was Tamara, that she was being used by Dr. Doctor when he couldn't get, I think it was Brian, to use the device to kill the Lord originally as the original plan. Yeah, that's my thought.
So who'd you vote for?
Tamara.
Okay.
Well, I could easily think down the lane of the conspiracy. That being Kitty, I do believe it is more of a craze-spiracy, and that it is Martin X.
Okay.
I also was suspicious of Martin X, but I think that Brian Sewer's suspicious slip away to the bathroom was very telling, especially since he was recently fired and would soon be unemployable if anyone learned that news. And working with Dr. Doctor, who also had it out for Lord Michael, all the signs point right to Brian. Go back to that sewer you crawled out of.
All right. Kitty Killer.
I'm very suspicious of Bunsen, but
Hey, I said I didn't do it.
I think because it involved crimes of passion, my suspicion is on Tamara as well. Because she was unaware of the will change, and she had a lot to gain.
All right.
Martin, 2 for Tamara.
Mary Jane.
Oh, I don't ever have a clue.
Where's Austin?
I think Champagne Charlie is too obvious. And I am very suspicious of your slip. Who takes a bath in someone else's house during a party, Mr. Sewer? It's very strange. I'd be upset if I found you in my tub at a party.
Unless if you murdered someone and had to clean up after.
I vote for Charlie Sewers.
Charlie Sewers is the here.
I vote for Charlie Sewers.
Together. They're really one person.
For Brian Sewer.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
She's using a combined monster card.
Yep.
And well, I, for whatever reason, believe it was Babs. I think she was trying to get Charlie to marry her and to kill somebody as an initiation. And Lord Jagged was very handsy, and she didn't appreciate that very much. As it stands, we have 2 votes for Brian Sewer, none for Champagne Charlie, 1 for Kitty Killer, 1 for Oliver Steed, 2 for Martin X, 2 for Babs, 3 for Tamara Bucktooth, none for Detlef Shrimp, none for Mary Jane, and none for Wiggy. We ready to find out who done it?
Yeah.
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 All right, we're going to play the final video and find out the killer.
Let's cut to the chase, baby. Lord Michael was killed by the widget in the champagne bottle. It released a poisonous gas so deadly that he died before he could even call out for help. But by the time I got there, by the time I found his body, there was no gas left. Because, like I said at the start, all the windows were open. So, someone had gone into that room after Lord Michael had been killed and opened the windows to clear the air. So who was there? Who was the only one person who ain't got an alibi for the period between Lord Michael's death and the finding of the body? There's one person who helped Dr. Doctor with his researches into the wine bottling and would have known about the widget. Who's the one person who's got the motive, the means, and the opportunity? Brian Sewer! I'm sorry, baby. But I had to arrest you for murdering Lord Michael Jagged.
You goddamn bastard.
That's it. I'm spent. Good night. Oh, and remember, crime is rarer than you think. You don't have nightmares, baby.
Son of a bitch. Says right here, it says, do not reveal you are the murderer.
Well, I hope it says that, man.
I have been working with Dr. Doctor on a way of releasing poison gas from a champagne bottle. Lord Michael Jagged seemed to have fallen out with Dr. Doctor, and consequently decided that I was too close to his enemy, so he fired me. He's powerful enough to make sure that I never work in newspapers again, and my career is effectively over. But if I can silence him before he made my termination public, I might be okay. So I used the technology I developed with Dr. Doctor and put a poisoned bottle of champagne in Lord Michael's room. When he opened the bottle, poison gas was released and killed him. About a half hour before dinner, I just went upstairs to have a bath, but secretly I slipped into his room and opened the windows to disperse any of the remaining smell of the gas.
Oh, yeah.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids and your damn dog.
All right, so who won?
Me.
Rebecca. And who else voted for Brian? All right, Rebecca and Connor won the murder mystery. Fuck yeah. Well, good job, guys. I had
That was awesome.
How does it
Well done, well done, well done.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Good job.
Awesome. Well, I hope you all enjoyed our murder mystery tonight. I know we did. And whatever you're going to do on Halloween, be safe. Have fun. Be spooky. And we will
See you next Tuesday.
That's it for today's episode. We hope you've enjoyed listening as much as we've enjoyed playing. If you have, go run and tell all your friends so that we can turn as many people into Crit Cats as possible. Tales from the Crit is a Wolfbeard Games audio podcast, and if you like us, please subscribe and leave a review wherever you get your podcasts, and head on over to our Instagram page and our YouTube channel. Both of those are at Tales from the Crit Podcast. All right, bye-bye.